keynote speaker is Assemblywoman Donna Lupardo. Donna was elected in 2004 to represent the 126th Assembly District, which includes the city of Binghamton and the towns of Vestal and New York. Originally from Staten Island, Donna is a graduate of Wagner College. She moved to the Southern Tier region in 1976 to attend graduate school at the State University of New York at Binghamton, where she received a master's degree in philosophy. She stayed on as a lecturer in the School of Education and Human Development for 10 years before dedicating herself to community mental health education and public service. So at this time, I will call Donna Lupardo. Please give her a hand.
It's a delight to be here with you tonight. Can everybody hear me okay? I'll tell you, after fish, vegetables, cake, I feel like probably the rest of you do. Sit down and relax. So I'm going to make my remarks fairly brief, but certainly to the point, and I hope meaningful to you. And I want to thank the Urban League initially for being such a wonderful asset to our community. We should give everyone here just an enormous round of applause. To thank everybody here who's in support of your mission. Each and every one of you has a unique story, a unique role, a unique place in this wonderful agency's mission in life. I want to thank you for asking me to say a few words about empowering communities and changing lives, which of course is the central theme for the Urban League. The subject I spend a lot of time thinking about. Anyone in public life these days really must center their thoughts on empowering communities and figuring out ways of changing lives for the better. Our community has experienced a lot of challenges, not only from our economic distress, but also from changing weather patterns, which, as you know, has really affected us in a negative way. Our hearts go out to our friends and family members in downstate. I know about you, but I'm originally from Staten Island, and it breaks my heart to see what they're going through. And of course, many of our first responders have returned the favor and gone down to downstate to help out. It's going to be a very, very long recovery. You know, one of the central ideas that many of us in this room think about is self-reliance, in particular, economic self-reliance. What does that mean exactly when you think about it? I think it means to rely on one's own capabilities, to rely on one's own judgment, rely on one's own resource, and in order to be independent. Someone once said that self-reliance is the only road to true freedom and being one's own person. I think it involves awareness, it involves acceptance, and it involves action. And those of us in public life are committed, at least in my case, to helping raise the community's awareness, try to help the community accept the circumstance it finds itself in, and coming up with a meaningful action plan. And I think we're starting to come around certain key ideas. One is innovation, the other is focusing on education, and the other is community support. I'll tell you a little bit about the first, and that's innovation. You know, we've been challenged in our community to find ways to recover from the loss of our manufacturing base. Many of us have had a hard time recovering from the loss of the lifestyle that we were used to when IBM and Endicott Johnson and some of you would probably remember Anatech or ANSCO, and going back there. And you witnessed how our country was outmaneuvered by other countries who had lax labor standards and environmental rules that were also lax. We've been also challenged by dramatically different weather patterns. As it turns out, innovation is something our community is really at the forefront of. Binghamton University, for example, is one of the top research facilities not only in the state, but in the country. Our Innovative Technologies Complex, which you see developing up on the Vestal Parkway, is inventing the next generation of solar energy, of battery technology, of cell phone technology. I was sitting at a dinner the other night next to Gary Kunis, who is one of the founders of Cisco Systems. He said, Binghamton University in your area, because of its history of innovation, is at the forefront of some of the most important innovations inventions that the country is interested in and looking at. If positioned correctly, and if you can figure out how to market yourselves well, either an incubator in downtown Binghamton and trying to find ways of bringing financing in, you can revitalize that entrepreneurial spirit that helped this community grow in the first place. Those of us who are familiar with the history of this community, and those of you who grew up here, know that it was that Watson and Johnson person who came with a dream and a vision and built this place up. We've got to do it again. We've got to do more alliance. We can't expect these folks to just show up and land on our doorstep and give it to us. We've got to sort of bring ourselves up by our own bootstraps, put this together. And it comes from accepting our circumstance and moving forward. Places like Urban League are playing a central role in this entire drama, this entire effort that we are engaged in. How many of you have been experienced in the Attain Lab, or are familiar with what a wonderful asset is in our community? You all are familiar with the Attain Lab. When I was working on the state budget 4 or 5 years ago, I found out there was this entire network of labs across the state, in neighborhoods and communities that were challenged, not unlike our own. And they were helping folks with retraining, job training, computer classes, certifications, and not just in Albany, Buffalo, and Staten Island, all the way across the board. And I said, we've got a similar lab right here in the Southern Tier. We don't have the kind of support that they have. We don't have the kind of support by the SUNY University Center for Academic and Workforce Development, which runs this particular lab. And you must come to Broome County, you must come to the Urban League, to see what they're doing. They've got the building, the resources, the assets, the people, the connections, integrated group of community partners that it takes other communities years to develop. And they came and they said, we've already got an Attain Lab, which stands for Advanced Technology Training and Information Network. It would be very easy for us to convert what they're doing to a SUNY-sponsored program. I am humbled at the support that SUNY's given, and I'm more than humbled. I'm proud of the fact that our Attain Lab is now, I think, one of certainly number 2, I think, in the state. Right at the top of the list in terms of the number of people that they're training, the quality of training, and the experience and results that they are able to achieve. In fact, we have many of the graduates who are here tonight, and I'd like to read to you one moving testimonial that I received recently. Because as we move from innovation and trying to bring those innovations to market without job training, we're really going to we'll have a lot of research without any product and without a lot of people bringing them into manufacturing. I think you're going to hear from this gentleman in a little while, but he said, where other doors slam shut, seeing its means, everything to open widely, even the devastating floods of September 2011 did not close its doors. He said, not only have they taught me valuable technological lessons, but also they've encouraged me by their speech and actions to apply myself, work hard, don't give up, and most importantly, to be a trusted member of society with valuable lessons. By their encouragement, I benefited immensely from Attain and within the community. This is a gentleman who spent 21 years in jail before he was released. He found a very difficult time integrating into the community. I'm very proud of the fact that he has found a home at Attain and the type of job training that helped me get back into the workforce. I'll tell you a little bit about the innovation pipeline. So you can see where what they're doing fits into this. When I talk about the pipeline, I'm talking about everything from pre-K, from kindergarten to 12th grade, helping kids find a way into their careers. Not just careers in higher education, but some kids really have a career set out for them in career technical education. Fortunately, our regents have finally realized that a career technical diploma can be a good thing to offer to some kids. And also, the kids who are going to go for training shouldn't be stigmatized for their interest in the trade. These are honorable fields. And to tell you the truth, my plumber makes more money than I do. And my husband combined. And we shouldn't put these folks down in a way that don't certain academic excellence. These are excellent careers and lifestyles and can support their families. Quite honest. So in the pipeline, career technical education, K-12, higher education, and also helping to revitalize our manufacturing base. I can tell you that one of our local manufacturers has turned the retain lab to look for workers. Because nowadays, you need to be able to run a computer, even if you're in a machine shop. That product comes through a computer technology in order to keep the machines running. They're absolutely ecstatic with the relationship they have now with the team and other programs like it for our community. So as we are accepting and as we are moving forward with action, this type of job training is absolutely essential. So for us to create jobs, we have to train people and we have to prepare them to be ready for their jobs. And I'm working with the team on the next phase of what we're trying to accomplish is to get an EOC here that will help the center, that will help people become ready to enter the workforce. And in addition to focusing on innovation, and not just high-tech innovation, innovations at every level of our community, business innovation, innovation in food systems, healthcare and life, job training, we accomplish this without community support. These seems like I feel like an advertisement for the Urban League. And honestly, how's the type of family support systems that they have in place? Some of our struggling homeowners, our struggling mothers, struggling fathers and family members would not be successful without the type of referral services, help with youth with disabilities, and the type of youth engagement, whether it's tutoring or the city project, or the internet and core computer health certification, all of it. Without all of that, it's very hard for people to embrace this dream that we're looking at. I want to especially commend you for your after-school and summer enrichment program. You've been showing some testimonials here. I'd like to read something to you from somebody on my staff. I said, please read this in your remarks. He said, the Urban League's after-school program is a great asset to me as a working single parent. Most after-school programs either end too early from my schedule or not affordable. This program allows me to work longer hours and to have peace of mind knowing my child is in a safe environment that nurtures him academically. It may not sound like much, but it makes all the difference when it comes to job opportunities and the ability to support my family. This is a key person on my staff who I had no idea was involved with the Urban League until we were preparing our thoughts for tonight. How to empower communities? How to empower communities? We have to establish a vision. We have to realize that the golden days are over and that we've got a wonderful future in front of us if we all get together and stop thinking negatively about this place and believe in one another and believe in the wonderful resources and assets we have right here in our hometown. We have to educate our students at all levels, K-12, folks who are coming back to school, higher education, our community colleges, our career technical colleges, BOCES, so we can actually help people develop the skills they need for the new jobs of the 21st century. We've got a top research facility here. We've got a central location. We've got people who want to develop farmers markets and new food systems. Look at Giovanni, for goodness sakes. Wouldn't that be great? How many of you watch the Food Channel? We can develop these jobs right here. We're not going to process food over in China, for goodness sakes. We want to process these things right here. The beer trail, the wineries, it's all very, very positive. If we can just get focused and feel good about it. But to really put it all together, many places like the Urban League can provide these vital community services. I can tell you that I am very grateful for all of your efforts. I'm grateful for each and every one of you who play an important role in our community. You believe in this place, believe in the Urban League, and believe in people like me who are trying at the political level to raise these issues and to be your voice. Thank you very much for asking me to say a few words. Have a very, very good night.